Studio. There's me. What's up, everybody? Adam Rank here. Week 1 of the fantasy football season set to get underway in just a matter of minutes. We're going to be getting the actives and inactives in here very shortly. Obviously, the biggest news, Austin Eckler, impressive in practice on Friday. He is going to play. Shouldn't be any concerns about a pitch count or anything like that. So if you have Austin Eckler, absolutely start him right now. Saquon Barkley, a little bit of a different story. He is going to be active today. There are concerns that he's going to be on a little bit of a pitch count this week, splitting some carries. Here's the thing. Let's just go through the list. Where I have Saquon Barkley right now. Everybody listen to this. I would start Saquon Barkley over Damian Harris, Darrell Henderson, DeAndre Swift, Josh Jacobs, Myles Gaskin. Those are just a few of the names that I would start him over. Even if he's going to be a little bit limited, I would still go ahead and get him fired up this week. I think he is still going to be a pretty good start, so I'm not going to be too scared. All right, let's go through some of the questions that are rolling through right now. PPR, flex, Raheem Mostert, Chase Claypool, Tyler Boyd. I think your safest option is probably going to be Tyler Boyd. I think coming out of the flex against the Minnesota Vikings, although Raheem Mostert. Who are your running backs? I got to go say, you know what? I got to go. Claypool's probably going to end up scoring the most as I'm looking at this, Johnny. I think for PPR, I think the safest floor is going to be Tyler Boyd. Raheem Mostert, Gibson, Barkley for PPR. I like Barkley. I like Antonio Gibson. It's tough. It's tough. These are some tough ones. Start to sit one, Jerry Jeudy, Allen Robinson, Julio Jones. Dustin, I'm going to go with Allen Robinson, Julio Jones. Isaac, A.J. Green in a Tyler stack is not too bad. Let's see, PPR, Sutton, Darrell Henderson, Tyson Williams. I do like Darrell Henderson there. Tyler Boyd versus Tyler. Again, Tyler Boyd. I'm getting a lot of Tyler Boyd here. So let me just make this as clear as possible. Tyler Boyd, to me, has the easiest path to the safest floor. I think that his upside is probably limited compared to one of the running backs that you're going to be able to start. The one thing I do love about Tyler Boyd, though, again, the two corners on the outside, Patrick Peterson, Rashad Breeland, should be able to lock down at least a little bit Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So I like Tyler Boyd. I feel like he's very safe. Very safe this week. Gaskin or Carson. Chris Carson needs to be started, Ice. So I would start him. Edmonds or Tyson Williams. I would actually go with Tyson Williams in this one. Jameis Winston, Derek Carr, or Big Ben. You know what? Honestly, no, we're going to go Jameis. I know that Jameis is probably a sit. All three of these guys were on my sit list. I would probably sit. Yeah, I'd probably start. I just feel that Jameis Winston's going to give you the most opportunity to do something fun. Wow, these are coming in fast and furious. Tannehill, Jefferson, Zeke. Okay, Deontay Johnson or Robbie Anderson. We're going to go with Deontay Johnson. I think that last year, even though there's a new offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh, he had 7 targets in that game against the Buffalo Bills, 4 receptions, 40 yards. Not perfect, but that's okay. Devonta Smith or Kareem Hunt at running back. I always favor the running back in these situations. I always feel like it's always the best way to go. T. Higgins or Sterling Shepard. What's up, Viper? What's up? Good to see you. T. Higgins I would rather go with T. Higgins. I don't think Sterling Shepard's a great start this week. But that's just me. Gaskin, David Montgomery, Tyson Williams. I'm going to go. I got David Montgomery rated higher. So I'm going to go with him. Tyler Bass or Matt Gay? Jacob, go with Matt Gay. Debo or Juju in the flex? I think Juju probably has a better opportunity for you to score some fantasy points for you right there in the flex. Carlos, what's up, man? Go Bears. Bear down. Chicago Bears. Let me go to my flex ranking. I go full PPR. DJ Chark or Jarvis Landry? I think Jarvis Landry is the place that you want to go. I think last year he got a lot of targets in that playoff game against the Kansas City Chiefs. I know that the Chiefs are going to want to come out there and run the football and kind of slow down the Kansas City Chiefs that way. Keep it short. Keep it a short game. But I think there's going to be consistent targets for Jarvis Landry. I don't want Danny Dimes. I don't want him. No, I'm good. Jeez Louise. Full point PPR, Chris Carson or Brendan Ayuk. I'm going to go with Chris Carson. I love Chris Carson. I don't know why I don't know why. Tyson Williams or Damian Harris in full point PPR. I still like Damian Harris. I think that, he's a pretty good option for you this week. So I feel pretty comfortable with Damian Harris. Deontay Johnson or Jerry Jeudy. By the way, the secondary for the New York Giants is excellent. James Bradbury. We're going to see about a 50-50 split. James Bradbury on Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. Actually, one of the things I want to watch the most is where James Bradbury lines up. And it could be something moving forward who we could look at. So I'm going to go, I'm Kenny Omega or Brian Danielson. The American Dragon, baby. Harris or Pitt? No, you gotta play. Najee Harris needs to play this week. Henderson, Harris or Pittman? Najee Harris, everybody. Cooper Kupp over DJ Chark. Mike Williams or Jared Cook in the flex. I'm gonna go Mike Williams. Shark or Thielen? No, you gotta go Thielen. Thielen in the flex. Sorry that I'm looking off. Hurts or Herbert? Leaning Hurts because of the Washington D. You know what? I don't hate that at all. The Neon Taco. If you're leaning towards a quarterback, when it's very close and you're like, I'm leaning this way, always lean the way that you're leaning. Don't let anybody talk you out of starting anybody. We're all like, nobody's infallible. Go with your gut. So much of this. Myles Gaskin for me in that situation. Yeah, I like, by the way, I don't understand. Like Mike Davis does not get enough love. I think that he's going to have an opportunity. I think he's a top 20 fantasy running back. I would go with him. Madison Dockery. I know. I'm jumping around here. Saquon Barkley. I mean, Saquon Barkley is still a top 15 running back. I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire over him, though. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is somebody that needs to be started. Trevor Lawrence or Jalen Hurts? I think Jalen Hurts, I don't have any hesitation with Jalen Hurts. And I think that matchup against the Falcons is one of the best. It wouldn't surprise me if Jalen Hurts ends up being the top quarterback this week. I mean, let's think about this. The Atlanta Falcons, A.J. Terrell was actually pretty good. Listen, if you want to not start Saquon Barkley, that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't know. If you want to start some rando, who are the guys? Like, let's talk about Saquon Barkley. Who are you starting over Saquon Barkley? What are we going to do? Are you going to start J.D. McKissick over Saquon Barkley? Are you going to start Sony Michel, Phillip Lindsay? I don't know. I don't know how deep you went at running back. Like, obviously, if you drafted, I saw one in here. Dude, Akins, he's going to score today. Trust me. If you have a team and you drafted James Robinson, Antonio Gibson, and Najee Harris and Saquon Barkley, obviously you're going to start one of those guys. Raheem Mostert is where it gets the most interesting to me. You got a great matchup against the Detroit Lions. You also, though, could end up splitting some time with Trey Sermon or anything like that. I don't know. For me, if Saquon Barkley was not going to be effective today, the Giants would not start him. They would not risk putting him out on the field. Now, he's not going to probably get 40 carries, but I think 20 carries of Saquon Barkley, 15 to 20 carries with Saquon Barkley feels pretty good for me. And by the way, I don't like Joe Mixon. So I don't like saying his name. I just don't like it. I would never have him. I had him once. I traded him for Sam Darnold. Waiver wire stashes. You know what's funny is, if you wanted to get ahead on the waiver wires, like by the way, remember this name too, by the way, we're moving on. Josh Palmer. Josh Palmer with the LA Chargers. Hollywood Brown or Melvin Gordon? I'm going to go with Melvin Gordon. Kenyon Drake, J.D. McKissick, Jalen Waddle, or OBJ in the flex half-point PPR. You know what? I would be fun I'd go with Jalen Waddle. Allen Robinson, Kenny Galladay, Brandon Cooks, PPR flex. I'm not starting Galladay. I'm sort of leaning towards Allen Robinson. I think Allen Robinson's way too good to leave on the bench. Even though I like Brandon Cooks, I think Brandon Cooks needs to be started a lot more than he is. Okay, Tyson Williams, Marquez Callaway, Russell Gage, Jerry Jeudy for the flex position. I actually really like Tyson Williams in that spot. Half point PPR, Myles Gaskin over Laviska Shenault. I wouldn't be too worried about Miles Sanders. I think he's the best running back for that team, and I think that he's going to get an opportunity. Eckler over DJ Moore. Brandon Ayuk over Callaway. By the way, if they put Jair Alexander on Marquez Callaway, he's going to be the most dropped player out there. Chase Edmonds today, I don't necessarily love it. You know, I think that the Tennessee Titans defense last year was not very good. But at the same time, I think that, number one, you got James Conner there. Number two, I think the Titans are going to be a little bit better defensively. They signed Bud Dupree in the offseason. They've made some improvements. I think they throw the ball more. And Chase Edmonds was out-snapped and out-carried by Kenyon Drake last year. I like Tyler Boyd over Laviska Shenault. I think Laviska Shenault, the one thing about Laviska Shenault, who I really like, but I think that he's going to be given a handful of plays. And they're going to be like, this is what we're doing with you. And that's the way that they're going to do it. Cheater Frankus. But I will say this. There was a question, Rodgers or Herbert? Aaron Rodgers over Justin Herbert for me. I think that's pretty good. I think I would want to go that way. Odell Beckham Jr. or Corey Davis. I like Corey Davis a lot this season. I think that what we've seen out of Zach Wilson so far is that he loves targeting Corey Davis. At some point during the season, Elijah Moore is going to end up being a factor. But for the early part of the year, let's lean on Corey Davis. Laviska Shenault or Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, I don't know that we need to be in a position where we're worried about A.J. Terrell coming in there and taking him away. But at the same time, it downgrades him a little bit still. I'm going to go with Devonta. Do I dare start Justin Fields? No. In a super flex, Corey Davis over Michael Pittman. Tyler Lockett needs to start in every situation possible. Is Chase Claypool, is Travis Coleman worth a waiver? I mean, who are you dropping? If you're dropping somebody who's not going to be starting, that's fine. Chark or Jacoby Myers. Now we're getting, I don't know why people, I'm not a big DJ Chark person. I like Marvin Jones and Laviska over both of them. But that's just me. Robert Woods or Tyson Williams at a half point PPR. No, I still like Robert Woods. I like Josh Jacobs this season. I think he's got a pretty good not a good matchup this week. I think he's got a pretty good opportunity this year. I like Josh Jacobs this season. I don't like him this week as much. Saquon Barkley, again, to me. Yeah, if you ever want to find out why I don't like the Bengals running back, it's not a deep Google search. Alex, once again, to reiterate, the reports are Saquon Barkley is going to be on a little bit of a pitch count, which is fine. Ian is saying that, hey, they don't want to risk him this early. Well, then why is he active? Why is he out on the field? Like, it doesn't connect to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that you need him. I mean, unless they feel they need a decoy. And I've been burned by this before. I remember it was Keenan Allen a couple of years ago. You know what? I'm doing it. Like, if you don't want to go with Saquon Barkley, then we won't go with Saquon Barkley. Like, that is totally fine. Yeah, the Funkos are getting a little... This isn't even half of them. It's excessive. Damn, people are just showing up, too. I feel so bad about this. Gaskin or David Montgomery. I still like David Montgomery. Chase Claypool, the Bills were able to shut him down last season. He had a lot of targets, didn't have a lot of receptions. I like Deontay Johnson over Odell Beckham Jr. Henderson, Harris, or Pittman. Bro, Najee Harris. I would start Cortland Sutton over Mecole Hardman. Juju, Robbie Anderson, or Cooper. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp needs to play. Wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. No. Cheater. No. Hopkins, McLaurin, Thielen. You got the right one. Ryan or Lawrence? Oh my God, that sucks. Um, oh, Ryan or Trevor? I'm gonna go Ryan. I think Ryan's the most consistent. And will they play in the second quarter? Yeah, Burlissimo. It's gonna be Tyson Williams. I think Tyson Williams is gonna be the funnest play for you this week. So I would go with that. I would go with wait, Mostert, CEH. I like CEH, JM. Daryl Henderson, DJ Chark or Mike Williams. Oh, you know what? Here's one I'd start DJ Chark. Mike Williams is very scary for me. And by the way, somebody we might be talking about is Josh Palmer. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, listen, hey, everybody. I like Kirk Cousins over Tua Tagovailoa. And with that, I got to bounce. NFL Fantasy Game Day presented by Geico is going to be coming up on your NFL Fantasy app and all that stuff. Go watch that show. It should be fun and should be cool. And that's all I got. So thanks everybody for logging in. You can make fun of me later. Trying my best. Austin Eckler starting. Saquon, listen, I'm starting Saquon. So you guys can do what you want to do. I don't know. It feels like that scene in Ocean's 11 when Danny Ocean's calling out the bluff and Rusty's like, hey, you guys do your own thing. I'm staying in. So if I get burned, I get burned. It is what it is. Thank you so much. Good luck this week. Let me know how it goes. I'm sure you will. If it goes poorly, I'm going to hear about it. So anyways, good luck, everybody. See you on Fantasy Game Day. Whatever the name of the show is. But check it out. It's